Hey guys, so the first thing for jump servers is how to join one. So you go into the community servers, and one way to do it is just a search online. You can filter by map type, so you do jump underscore, and that'll show you the jump maps that are available right now. You can also right click on them and select add to favorites. And then under that favorites tab, you can select down at the bottom right, add a server. And there you can just enter the IP address of a server to add it directly to your favorites list. So where you find those IP addresses is there's a couple primary jump map communities. So there's ECJ, Jumps Academy, and Tempest. So if you go to their websites, here's ECJ's. And then they list the IP addresses right there of their servers. So you can copy that and paste it over into that add a server dialog. For Jump Academy, they've got this list here, and so on the right side there's like that game tracker thing that lists the IP address, or there's that join column there with the Steam icon. I think that tries to connect it directly. I don't do that actually. If you open up that game server orange thing right there, then there's the IP address with the port number. So it'd be IP address : port. And then finally for Tempest, they've got just a list of servers, and if you open up the specific one that you want to join, then you can copy that right there and paste that in. There are probably some other jump communities in other parts of the world, but these are the ones that I know. So these servers all have the ability to save your location, to teleport to your location, and then there's a handful of other useful chat commands. So first, to save your location, you type /s. And then to teleport to your save, you type /t. I can't tell you how many times I've been burned by not remembering to save after I beat a level. And this is the main reason. Say I'd been working on beating this jump for a long time, and then finally here, I beat it. Really happy, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and save, but then say I go into the next jump, and I mess up and accidentally fall back too far. In fact, so far that it resets me to the jump that I had just been struggling to beat. So now I can teleport to my save if I remember to make one, but otherwise I'm just screwed. Alright, so a lot of these servers have jump bots. So if you see one of those little chat icons, you can type /show_me, and it'll load you into the view of a jump bot, and you can see him doing it. Notice you can see his keys there. If you type /s keys, then you can see which keys you're pressing, which is sometimes useful. You can type it again to disable it. Notice with the jump bot that even with it disabled, you can still see his keys, what keys he's pressing. If you type /r, it takes you back to the start of the map, but it retains your save. So I can do /t to get back to whatever my save was. But then if I do /restart, it takes me back to the start of the map and it clears my save. Alright, so those are the main chat commands that I use all the time. But there are a couple gotchas in jump maps. The first one's water. So there's water, you want to always be holding jump while you're in water, and it's because it raises you up while you're in water, try to keep you near the surface. So you've got to hold jump, and that's something that I didn't realize at first. The other one is, what are called bounce jumps. And so if there's a floor like this, and you have to get down somehow, and you have to basically transition into a pogo, but you're at this height. And so you have to fall off, and you have to, here, watch the bot do it. So he just kind of falls and then shoots at the right time to get that bounce. And it turns out, I didn't realize this for a long time, is that there's a tool for checking the height to check which types of bounces work. So in the chat, if you type /bcheck, then it brings up this little box, and that'll show you, given that height, which of the different types of bounces are viable. And so for this one, just one is the jump uncrouched. And so that means I'm gonna jump off, not hold crouch, and try to time my rocket perfectly to catch the bounce. And it takes you a while sometimes. So there I catch it, and then notice as soon as I catch it, now I do hold crouch again to resume just pogoing. Alright, so for these jump maps, there's 6 tiers of difficulty, 1 being the easiest, 6 being the hardest. There's a huge gap in skill between tier 1 and tier 6. I'm basically a tier 3 jumper. Generally speaking, there's always going to be some jump or some type of jump that's just out of the range of your skill, right? And that's not true for everybody. Some people are truly masters and can do it all. But most people, the point of these jump maps is to go in and try to find your limits so you can work on it. It's kind of like going to the gym. You want to kind of find what weight class or the right weight for your current strength level. You're trying to find something that's not too hard, not too easy. So I think keeping that sort of mentality in mind in these jump maps can be useful. It's really easy to get frustrated because, I mean, boy, I've ground. It's kind of like a grind, right? And I've had to work on a single jump for 3 or 4 hours at a time. In other cases, I've been stuck on a single jump for months. So I think just keeping in mind that it's not about beating the jump map. It took me a long time before I ever beat my first jump map. It's more just about improving. This map here, Jump Beyond, was maybe one of the first ones I ever beat, and it's still to this day one of my favorites. I think it's really well made. But this jump I'm coming up to here, the first time I came to it, I was stuck on it and just kept banging my head against it. And it's the first time I'd ever done like this sort of like speed shot into like a ramp kind of thing like this. And I stayed on that for as long as the server was willing to keep on that map. And I don't think I even beat it maybe that first time. I may have, but it took me several hours to get past that jump. It's one of the cool things about jump maps, I think, is that you can very visually see your progress. I can go back to the jumps that I used to really struggle on, and now I can do them, and so I can, I have evidence of my progress or whatever. It's pretty cool. If you find yourself getting frustrated, I really recommend you just quit that map and go find a different one, because there's no reason to. Something I want to call out here is that on the Jump Academy servers, the guy who maintains them, he wrote this plugin for this tank taunt that lets it actually fire a rocket. I don't know, I think that's so freaking cool. But yeah, go check out these servers or find the ones in your region. It's a great way to get better. So, alright guys, thanks for watching.